The French government has sent another 5,000 police officers to quell widespread riots that have lasted for a fourth night. 45,000 officers have been deployed after violence erupted following the killing of a 17-year-old by a police officer. Over 1,100 people have been arrested. The government said it was considering all options to restore order, including declaring a state of emergency. The incident has also sparked unrest in Belgium. Ross Cullen reports from Paris.
There was continuing rage across France over the police killing of a 17-year-old. In the capital, shops and office buildings were attacked and vehicles set alight. In the town of Nanterre, where the fatal shooting occurred, a bank was set on fire. And as Paris prepares for the 2024 Olympic Games, a blaze broke out at the swimming arena still under construction. There were similar scenes in towns and cities across the country. All this despite a heavy police presence. Prime Minister Elisabeth Borne visited a police station in a suburb of Paris to express support for officers, saying she understood public anger and frustration but condemned the riots.
We will be examining all the options with the President of the Republic. I'm not going to give you an answer now, but we're examining all the options with one priority: the return of Republican order throughout the country.
The unrest was sparked by the death of a teenager known by his first name, Nael. The 17-year-old was of North African descent and was shot by a police officer on Tuesday after ignoring orders to stop the car he was driving. His mother, who led a march on Thursday which was marred by clashes, says she does not blame the entire police force, just the law enforcement official who fired his gun. That officer has been charged with voluntary homicide. Through his lawyer, the officer has apologised to the family of Nael, saying he thought his life was in danger and had not intended to kill anyone. President Emmanuel Macron left an EU leaders summit early on Friday to chair an emergency government meeting, the second in 2 days.
There is
an unacceptable instrumentalisation of the death of a teenager, which we all deplore, but this time should be about contemplation and respect. In the face of this, I firmly condemn those who use this situation and this period to try and create disorder and target our institutions.
On Friday, the UN Human Rights Office said it was concerned by the shooting, adding it was an opportunity for France to address the deep issues of racism and racial discrimination in law enforcement. Police unions have denied the force is racist. However, some lawmakers say there are questions to be answered.
Today, calm would not happen if there are no political decisions or actions. We need political actions on the question of police violence. Justice has to be served, that's for sure. There's also a systemic problem. But most of all, in addition today, there is this social misery that's amplified by inflation, by the inaction of the government on this.
Many believe the violence sparked by the fatal shooting of a 17-year-old boy has been fueled by anger over economic inequality and the police treatment of minority communities. Getting a grip on these deep-seated frustrations and calming tensions will be the challenge for the French authorities. Ross Cullen, CGTN, Paris.